What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Kodak Black is a really interesting individual. I don't want to talk about him too bad because I don't want to get shot if I ever end up in Florida somewhere. So I'll keep it kind of brief because a lot of these rappers live to talk about, and you know me, I'm just a YouTuber. But Kodak Black recently grabbed his mama's ass. Remember that last week I talked about that? And he grabbed her booty. It was quite controversial. Something that most guys shouldn't do. And I don't want to play the video because you guys saw it. But he talked about his reasoning for it. Okay? And he was telling guys that, some of you guys don't spend time with your mom. You don't even holler at your woman. You don't even call your mom. He says, I grab my mama because I treat my mama like my lady. That's my queen. So what? She ain't tripping. I don't F my mama. We ain't doing no crazy ish. I grab her like I try to make her feel real beautiful. I make her feel and remind her, Mama, you beautiful. I'm effed up about you. I'm in love with you. That's very interesting, because you want to make your mama feel beautiful. So let's just grab her ass. Because Kodak Black, that makes a lot of sense. If you ever listen to Kodak Black talk, you feel like you just lost 30 intelligence points. You just went all the way down from a college degree to the first grade. That's how pathetic the intelligence of Kodak Black is. It's like he's remedial. It's not like he's remedial. He is remedial. And he doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's the drugs or if it's something else or just naturally being stupid. But the reality is that it's more or less, and I was talking to Brother SPK Speaks about this today. And this is a son-husband kind of thing. Son-husband kind of thing because Kodak Black also weighed in on the Mike Huckabook situation. He's the 61-year-old guy that married the 18-year-old chick. And what happened is Kodak Black said that his father left his mother in a very similar situation. Now, both these things happen in Florida. Kodak Black's from Florida. Mike Huckabook is from Florida. So, he said when he was a little boy, his father left his mother for a younger woman. Now, here's what a lot of black men don't ask, because when you're raised by a single mom, there's only really that one side of the story. And my parents divorced when I was 13 or 14, so I was kind of trying to go into my own at that time, and I put a lot of pressure on myself to want to make it and be successful for my mother because my father went on and got remarried. But see, Kodak Black was already young, Haitian. Probably, I don't know if his mother was an immigrant or parents before that, but he's from a Haitian community, so not African American. So that was somewhat of a challenge maybe for him and his family, not fully being accepted by the black community coming in. And then now that your mom is struggling, you have to make everything right. And possibly the mother never got a chance to get another guy. So he had to make his mama feel beautiful. But what was the reason that the father left? And it wasn't until I got older that I started to realize that, hey, my mom wasn't always perfect. But there were some things that my mom could have did differently to have kept my dad in the relationship. But you don't realize that when you're a young man. Many guys that I've talked to, brothers from London, that are in the Nigerian community, and when their dad has left and their mom tell them something and they figure out what the truth is, it happens to a lot of black men that hear that. It's like you hear the other side of the story. Well, damn. So what's the real reason that my mom left? Oh, so it was my mom was cheating. My mom was sleeping with my uncle or something like that, and she didn't tell you that part, or she did something very terrible. So that could have been the reason why he left. Now, obviously, a man can leave because he's no good, but usually there's a reason why he left, and it's not talked about. So Kodak Black knows that his father left, but he doesn't know why. And so all he knows is that, well, since my dad left, I need to step up and become somewhat of a son husband and make her feel loved like nobody else ever did. But whose fault is that? Like, how many times do black men in America have to make up, for their own personal life, or have to sacrifice? Like, so many black men have to sacrifice their own personal lives, romantic lives, because the mothers need to feel some sort of way. The mothers need to feel, taken care of. So then the black man can't even establish a real relationship with a wife. You can't do that. You can't do that. Why? Because of what we're talking about. I need to make mama feel look like good. My mother is the number one woman in my life. And then so when these young black women get with these guys and they're mama's boys and they can't step up and be the woman they need to be for the wife because the mama's in the picture, and you have this kind of son husband thing, it's okay. And a lot of mothers have no problem with that. A lot of mothers actually are jealous of their black sons' wives and stuff. Like even my own mother. I was dating a woman, right? I was really serious about her. But mom, you know what? I found a nice young lady. I wanted to wait and tell you. My mother told me, asked me a question that I will never forget. She says, "Oh, that's nice, baby, but I'm going to ask you one question. Do she know how much you love your mother?" I wanted to sink in. Do she know how much you love your mother? And what my mother was trying to tell me at that point was, I'm still the number one woman in your life. As long as she knows that, that's all that matters. But she can't come before me. I raised you. I'm number one. And rightfully so, my mom didn't do a lot for me. I can never repay her for what she did. It's because of her. But also my father helped me who I am. But this is the thing that some guys are going through. A lot of black men go through this. And then I got to grab my mom's ass and stuff to make her feel like she looks good. Not that I did that. I'm talking about Kodak Black. Stop the show. I'm talking in third person. That's overboard. And he says that she ain't tripping. A lot of women don't mind that their sons are in love with them. Okay? That's why you get these guys fighting over your mama at the school. Defends mama's honor. Hey, this is what happens in the black world. And it's not only just happened amongst black Americans. It happens amongst a lot of the Caribbean guys that come over from these other countries. Jamaica, Haiti, Trinidad. These guys are coming up. Some of these guys are coming up in rough environments just like us. Father goes away and they're coming up just like black American dudes. How do you think the Zoe guys from Haiti get like that? Same kind of family structures that we coming from. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.